and I work for a variety of publications, the New Yorker, the New York Times, um, many others. Anyway, I'm going to draw for you. I'm going to draw something that's happening in the news today, and let me turn the camera around, and you can watch me draw. Everybody good today? Hello from Tulsa. Hi, Tulsa. Hi, LA. Thank you, Peter. Hi, Kate. Kate from Dublin, right? Kate is a follower of mine on Instagram. I'm going to look at brought my pens. Oh, there's my tweet deck. Too much noise. A lot of different pens. I'm a cartoonist and a writer, and I often draw about the news, and I often draw about things that are not in the news. Today I'm going to draw something that's in the news that jumped out at me. Hi, LA, Mark in LA. Brett from LA, hello. So, Putin, Vladimir Putin, this is his nose. Can you see? He's got quite a nose. He's got quite a face, actually. I've drawn him a few times. This is kind of I have to admit that this drawing, it looks a little benign. He's anything but benign. Actually, he looks a little... So he announced today that Russia had a vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine. Excuse me while I draw. I can sometimes talk and draw at the same time, but this I want to get right, so. You know how he loves to show off his body? And I'm probably doing him a lot of favors here. He's making him look more built than he might be. But anyway, he likes to show off his torso when he can. Anyway, the Russian scientists, many of them are saying we're not ready. They haven't finished the trials, and Putin is treating this like it's a race. And ironically, they've named this vaccine Sputnik 5. And if you know your history, Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite, and it began the arms race. I'm not drawing this particularly well, but you get the idea of what it is. So it's like it's not such a guy's name. It's like, okay, you're on. We're the first. We got the vaccine first. This is what this seems like. It's politics. And you're playing politics with people's lives. And you just got to wonder. This drawing, I was thinking a lot about how to do this, and at one point, I wanted to have Trump in the picture because I imagine our president is feeling competitive with Putin. Like, oh, they have a vaccine. We have to get a vaccine. So this is a vial. It doesn't really look like a vial, but it's a little too fat for a vial. But you get the idea. So many of the Russian scientists are saying, well, we haven't done the final trial. I forget what they were calling it, randomized trial. I'm going to put some words on there in a minute. That's the Russian flag, and I'm going to paint it so you'll see what color it is. I had to look it up. I wasn't sure. It used to be hammer and sickle on red, but that was back when it was Soviet Union, and now it's got 3 different colors. So let's just hope this dries. Let me see let it dry for a minute, and I'll look at your comments, and then I'll paint it. Pablo says, this is giving race to the moon vibes. When they called the vaccine Sputnik 5. And Sputnik 1 was the thing that started the arms race. Anybody else there? I'm Liza Donnelly, and I'm here drawing cartoons for Haps TV. I'm a cartoonist for other publications, and I'm drawing about Putin today. I don't see anybody else on here, or nobody's chatting. Let me know where you're from. Put you back in my device and do some painting. Show you, this is my palette. I would come up with a skin color for Mr. Putin here. With skin color, white people's skin color is a combination of red and blue, believe it or not, and yellow. Getting close. A little bit of yellow. Test paper. So I can imagine that, I mean, what if you're Russian and over there, you're in Russia and you're like, I want to take the vaccine, but I don't trust my government that it's going to work. It might make me sick. Putin says his daughter has taken the vaccine now. How bizarre is that? I don't know how old his daughter is. But did you also read that intelligence has told us that Russia is trying to help Donald Trump win, and China is trying to help Biden win? So go figure that out. I think China believes Trump is irrational, or in just not altogether rational. And Putin probably feels he can manipulate Trump to do whatever he wants. How should I make his boots brown or red? Maybe red. Let's see, what color is the flag again? It's red on the bottom, bright red. Russian flag has 3 stripes, red on the bottom, and it was developed, it was created in 1993. I just read it. And then blue. A deep blue, which I don't really have at the moment, but this should be okay. It's a little more of a this is more cerulean blue, and then it's white on the top. I was gonna put some words in the middle of the flag, but I'm gonna put it here. There you go. Somebody, Aaliyah says, I was a little concerned when I heard that Russia had a vaccine. Kind of scary. Yeah, it is kind of scary. Um, hello, Alejandro. Hi. Kit says, loves watching a draw. Thank you. Hi, Mike. Wilkie. Hi, Drew. Hi. Kit is watching from Cape Cod. Benjamin from Santa Rosa, California. How are you guys doing in California? Dealing with the virus more so than we are in New York. I'm in New York. Putin has 2 daughters, Laura Lee says. Hi, Laura Lee, a friend of mine from college. Laura Lee says Putin has 2 daughters who are adults. I think the one who supposedly received the vaccine is in her 30s. She's brave. Aaliyah says, hi, Liza, not so sure I feel comfortable with Russian vaccine. Maybe it turns out you into a Putin-loving comrade like Trump is. Oh. Yeah, well, I'll show you the sketch I did earlier when I was thinking about this. I like the drawing I did of him better here than here. He looks much more benign there. He looks apologetic here when I don't think that's his thinking, but I'd have to switch his eyes. See how his eyes are just sort of not giving you much expression, but here it looks like he's apologetic. And I could probably fix that with Photoshop if I wanted to. Make him look, I wouldn't want to make him look evil because he doesn't show much emotion in his face. Putin does not. So it's hard to portray him. So that's what I have for you today. Let me turn this around. Hope you guys are well. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Pablo. Pablo says he always looks sad, if anything. He does. He's got those like very sad eyebrows. He was former KGB, as we know. So he's somebody to keep your eye on and not trust. KGB. I remember when the Soviet Union was around, and I actually traveled to the Soviet Union when I was in college. I had to visit Moscow and Leningrad. It was called Leningrad back then, and Kiev, Stalingrad. Fascinating, really fascinating. It's a better place now, but not much better. It's turning into a dictatorship, I think, again. So that's all I have for today, guys. Hope you guys are well. Thank you, Pablo. Would love to hear more about that experience in the future. Sure, I can talk about being in the USSR in 1976. I went to Berlin also, East and West Berlin, and I went to former Yugoslavia and Poland. I went to Auschwitz. It was fascinating and heart-wrenching as well. So I will maybe talk about that sometime when I'm doing a broadcast if you'd like to hear. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. See you again tomorrow. Probably, let's